Okay, this is Harley Sheffield. This is her informative speech. And this is her audience. This is Julian. This is Gage. This is Slade. And this is her mama, Tanya. And now she's listening to do her speech.
Girls, there's one question. Did y'all ever have Barbie dolls? Well, I always have Barbie dolls, and I wanted to know where they came from, so I looked up and got some information about where Barbies came from. Well, if you believe it or not, Barbie dolls are, they show a lot of our history as Americans. The founders of Barbies was Elliot and Ruth Handler. They founded it in Mattel Creations in 1945, and 14 years later, Ruth Handler gave the world Barbie. He had lots of toys before, and he tried to work on Barbie for many years, and he could not figure her out. He actually went to Italy, and he got a Lily Billy, pretty sure that's her name, and he looked at Lily Billy. Lily Billy actually showed him who he wanted Barbie to be, so he reworked his Barbie doll to be Barbie. In 1959, March 9th, Barbie was born. That's her official birthday, and she was introduced to the world. Handler also saw Barbie as reflections of the times, with the first doll mimicking the glamours of the 1950s, such as Elizabeth Taylor and Marilyn Monroe. So he kind of founded Barbie through Marilyn Monroe, and that was one of his favorite people too, so that kind of tells you a little bit about that. In the first year, 300,000 Barbie dolls were sold. The first Barbie doll was sold for $3, but a mint condition #1 doll. But now this Barbie doll that was $3, 1959, is now $25,000 today if we bought her. She's in New York City at the American Toy Fair in New York City, and that's where she lives, and she always is there. That's the first Barbie doll. Over the span of her career, Barbie had over 150 careers. She broke the plastic ceiling when she went to the moon in 1956, 4 years before Neil Armstrong. Since then, she has been everything from a doctor to a rock star to a computer engineer. Barbie's on and off relationship, as you know, with Ken keeps on going on and off. They always breaking up and always getting back together, but they will always be together. Finally, in 1961, Ruth made Ken, and that's how Ken was named in 1961. So he's a little bit younger than Barbie, but not much. You know, they always got the off and on, but they did make it public. I can't remember the year that they would just be friends. They was better as friends, but since then they've gotten back together. Let's see. In 1967, there was the first celebrity to join Barbie. Her name was Twiggy. Cher, Audrey, and Hepburn, Diane Ross, and J.K. Rowling would also join Barbie's family in a few years later. While there had been no African American dolls made during the 1960s, Ruth and Elliot came up with the first African American doll. Her name was Christy, and created her. Alongside, they also had a Latino Barbie that they made in the 1980s. Barbie and Ken made news, like I said earlier, I couldn't really remember. In 2004, they made news that they were just better as friends, but then in 2012, they got back together. They haven't had their wedding yet, but I can't wait to see it. I don't know about y'all. Ella, I don't know if anybody's heard about Ella, but Ella was the chemo Barbie. She had no hair. Ella, she's really special to me because I didn't know that Ella was real. She had chemo, and so she was the first chemo Barbie. Actually, when I have a little girl, I want to get her Ella because that's really neat to me, just the fact that they're doing it for cancer. Mattel produced her as a bald friend of Barbie named Ella, created her to help young girls with cancer only, and limited the number were made and distributed directly to hospitals. So a lot of girls at the little hospitals and stuff, they have these Barbies because that was his dream, that the little girls, they knew that Barbie could be bald-headed and had chemo, she could do anything, and that's what Barbie's known for. In 2014, Mattel agreed to produce more Ellas, so there are Ellas everywhere. He only produced a few at first, but there's Ellas everywhere. You can get her off Amazon, you can get her off Walmart, you can get her anywhere. If y'all didn't know, the newly released doll in 2016, the new Barbies since 2016 can come in 4 different body types, 7 skin tones, 22 eye colors, and 24 hairstylists, addressing long-time criticism that the doll did not actually reflect the modern woman, but she does. So that tells you that Barbie could be anything. At first, Barbie was made just to be the skinny little white girl. But at the end, you know, he showed us that Barbie can be anybody she wants to be. She can be me, you. It doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter what Barbie does. Barbie is very successful at everything that she does, and she's a hard worker. I just want to let y'all know a little bit about Barbie, and that's why I relate myself to Barbie, because I love Barbie, because you can be anything you want to be.
Yay!